is you with it or nah? Is you with it or nah? Today we've got Ambassador Chef Curry with the stick.
Let's do it.
We've got him going up against Ambassador Junior Blue. And I like this. I'm really interested to this. Devin is going to be the judge. It's the topic is Kirk Cousins. 2 years in a row now. He's been franchise tagged. We got about a week now, and Washington's got a decision to make or not. And so the debate topic for you guys is, what should the Washington Redskins do? Should they stay with what they have and give this man the long-term extension that he has earned, or should they continue to play this franchise tag game, eventually capping? I am going to flip a coin. We'll have Junior Blue call it in the air.
Tails.
And it is tails. Tails never fails. Which side of the argument do you want?
I'm going to go for long-term deal.
Washington should give Kirk Cousins a long-term deal. Kevin, do you want to go first, or do you want your elders to go first?
I tried to butter him up in the intro.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. Let's go first. I want to see what he's got to say.
You got the clock, Dev?
Got it.
All right, let's go.
James.
3, 2, go.
All right. Kirk Cousins deserves a long-term deal. He has been a starter for the Washington Redskins for the last 2 seasons, never missing a game. After the departure of Mr. RG3. The same RG3 that the Redskins gave up 2 first-rounders, a second-rounder, and a third-rounder in the draft that they also got Cousins in. Cousins averaged 4,500-plus yards per game and 27 touchdowns over his first 2 seasons. In his first year as a full-time starter, he led the Washington Redskins to the playoffs, which is a feat in itself considering they've only made it 4 times in the last 24 years. Last year, they were 1 game from making it from the playoffs with a horrible defense and a no running game and a running back who kept on fumbling the ball away. Gruden's offense is tailor-made for Cousins, and he has been in the system for 4 years now. He has been at the top of the league in completion percentage and has had a better quarterback rating than Breeze, Roethlisberger, and Rodgers. Daniel Snyder has made some blunders as far as signing quarterbacks in the past. Let's take a look at this. He gave Donovan McNabb $73 million with $40 million guaranteed. He also signed Mark Brunell to be his starting quarterback. He signed Jeff George to be his starting quarterback, giving them both big contracts with 0 production for the Washington Redskins. All Cousins has done in his short time as the Redskins QB is become their 6th QB in passing yards and TDs and number 1 in passing rating. So pay the man that has put the work in on the field. And that's it.
Got all types of ums, Kevin.
He does. I also heard him use the R word, which I thought we were against on this show.
That's a low blow, Kev.
Hey, that goes a long way with the judges. All right, Kev, 3, 2, 1.
All right. The Washington football team isn't completely sold on Mr. Cousins, and they're right not to be. Cousins did put up great numbers last season, as Leslie mentioned, but they are just numbers. He finished with the 15th highest passing season in history. And where did that get them? To a whopping 3rd place in their division. Cousins' best games last season were against the worst defenses in football: Detroit, Green Bay, Philly, and Chicago. I'm sorry, Omar. You're my man, but you guys were trash.
You lucky I'm not
some of the
judging.
worst statistical defenses ever. Over the last 2 seasons, they went 9-7, 2015, 8-7-1 in 2016. They haven't won 10 or more games since when? That guy RG3's rookie season that Les mentioned in 2012. So in 2016, of course, was offensively productive for Washington as a whole. The most talented Washington roster in some time. But Cousins relied on both Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson on the outside. Both of those guys are gone. So I think as far as their financial options, Washington could use the transition tag, not just the franchise tag, but the transition tag, which provides them less protection but it'll still allow them the right to match any offer that Cousins may get if he's franchised next year and then hits free agency. So this upcoming season, we're really going to find out how good Captain Kirk is. And if you're going to pay a guy J.J. Redick type money, it's best to find out if he's worth it first. So for me, I would make the mistake that other franchises do in paying a guy before he proves his worth, and then your team is stuck paying a mediocre quarterback top dollar while you're stuck at the bottom of the division for the foreseeable future. In a division, the only division in football where every team already has their franchise quarterback. Indigenous folks.
You know what? I got to say, I think, and I was really excited about this debate topic, I think that was the best debate I think that we've had all season.
Of course, it's the one he picked, right?
I'm just saying. No, there were two very There were two very good arguments. Because for me personally, before I throw it to you, Dev, I got through listening to Les, and I was like, yeah, Les. But then when hey, Devin.
Well, let me rock. So
Devin.
I agree. Very, very, very good. All right, so and yes, that's Eddie Murray.
That's Devin, and that's me.
And that's Eddie Murray in the back. Anyway, my thought going into this is
Who's the dude with the way too low V-neck though?
That was Joe.
I know.
That's Joe.
Do you get rid of a quarterback when you don't have one? And that's what I was thinking. And he has been productive. But Kev dropped Leslie. He dropped Washington football team. And then with the transition tag, I have to go with Baby Brother on this one.
Yes, indigenous people.
But I think it's a great argument because you're right. I mean, why get hamstrung with when you don't know what you're gonna get? I mean, Kirk Cousins is Mr. How You Like Me Now.
The point about not having Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson, we are gonna find out a lot. But he has produced.
He has, yeah.
First off,
he's produced.
He's also disrespectful. Because I felt like that was kind of Shaq-ish. Like, and that's how Shaq got traded. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a respect level, dog. You one of the highest paid players in the league. Don't disrespect the people who pay you. That's all I'm saying.
You like that?
Omar is always about he's always about the boss.
Toes the line. And
Him and Dame Dash would have an interesting discussion.
Hey, but to make the debate even more complicated, I do agree though with Les that I think you got a bird in the bush. You got to take it because what's the alternative? You go back to being a 4 or 5 win team. You got to sign them. You got to.
Yeah, and great job by digging up those used-to-do quarterbacks that they signed all that money. I mean, Jeff George could have been good a long-ass time ago, and they got Donovan at the end of his career.
Donovan got 40 guaranteed.
40 guaranteed. That's crazy. Incredible and crazy. It's just crazy.
Crazy.
All right.
That was good.